What's up everybody, I'm Abatage and welcome back to Banished. Now, I've let it tick over a bit since last time, as you can see if we zoom out. Nothing happened between last time and this time, but I did spend some time just letting them clear out this area and finish clearing out this area. They're still building things, so we're not completely, ahead of time. But we've actually got some places we can expand now, and we can assign some fields and that sort of thing and get some food happening. So what was this? Pepper. So let's assign all these fields. Then we're going to have to assign I was going to say something else, but a fudge load of farmers. So they're potatoes, they're pumpkins. Back to the top. Corn. And squash. And cabbage. And beans. And this orchard will be apples. Cool. So we're about 20 farmers short after that, but we have over 100 labourers ready to be assigned. So that is very, very cool. Imagine all the food we're going to get out of that. Now before we do get into expansion, let's just head on over here to the town hall, because there was a bit of a... I've totally lost my bearings. Because there was a bit of a gap between last episode and this one, where I was letting them clear out that land and everything. I just want to double check that our production is still about where it was and it hasn't gone completely pear-shaped. So last year harvest we were 134,000 is what we produced, and we used 135, so we're still behind the 8 ball on that. However, with those new fields, I'm feeling like we can make an improvement. Yeah, see, this is coming back up again, and the frequency is quite large here, but it is overall, it's kind of trending downwards, which is a bit of a pain and a bit scary. But that's okay, because we've just implemented a whole lot more food production, and we're going to implement even more in this episode, which is hopefully going to solve our little worrisome downturn here. If we go over 100 years, oh look at that, we've been lower, we have been lower. So very much not panic mode yet, but we're about, we seem to be following a fairly regular kind of up and down, ebb and flow, So hopefully this means we'll be due for coming back up again with the amount of production that we are producing. You get what I mean, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's concerning, but not dire at the moment, I think. It's just the way it is. Yeah. You know the song. Okay, so over here, let's meander our way up here. So this place is basically full. We've got a new orchard in here, which we can assign pecans to, and a couple of farmers. Now just a quick little check over here. Yep. Cool, we've got every job is assigned. Let's have a quick look down the bottom at this end of town. And that's almost empty. That's got heaps, and that has just begun. So our workers here are spread a bit thin across 3 quarries, but that's fine. I don't really care where they get the stone from, so long as they get it. And once this one's dead and we get rid of it, we might look at expanding some more stuff up here, as in kind of housing and that sort of thing, because we need to kind of bring everything up to this end of the hood. So anyway, let's get in here, and we're going to put a whole lot of food production in here, or at least as much as we can reasonably do. So let's work on that. Now I did put a bit of a road into this tunnel because that did complete. That's something I did off camera. And this road comes down over to this little clump here. So not a big difference, but I thought I'd mention it anyway because it is something that's different, and usually I do put everything in the series regardless. Oh, why are you dropping a bunch of food there? These people, I swear, they just, Maybe it's a thing that they do in winter. Because they seem to do it more in winter than any other time. Anyway, let's see how much of a pasture we can fit in. In fact, I think we can just go for a big 20 by 20. Ooh, right there. Because there's a ridge just north of that, if you can see. So I don't think we'll be able to build there. So this might be a good little cornerstone of the area, having that pasture there. So that's cool. Let's just slow things down a little, just so that the frame rate doesn't kill us while we're trying to do this. Okay, so we've got school in there, yep. And this little area here, because, okay, I'm assuming that this ridge is, we can't build on. We can get fairly, you know, we can get further into it than I thought we could, which is promising, because we could basically put some fields along the back here. Let's chuck some houses in at this point though, right next to the market, so they don't have far to go when they go to get their eats. And maybe we can fit one in here just to take up some space, some available space. No, okay, cool. Cool. So that is that. We've got a well over here. Maybe we should just chuck a well in over there. Let's put it there. That'll be nice. Okay. It's a bit hard to see how these are doing in winter, I guess, because they're not going to grow or anything. They're just going to keep on going. Let's pop a barn in over here, maybe. This might be a good little spot for a barn, because you're not going to get much else in there. Maybe we can squeeze a house in? No. No. That's okay. Not to worry. I'm thinking maybe we fill this up with... No, you know what? I was thinking maybe we put some houses in there, but I don't think that that's what I'm going to do anyway. Let's though put some houses in along here. And yeah, that'll be fine. And we'll get a road going up there. And then kind of down this way. Yeah, I'm thinking that will be how we do that initially. And then in there we can put in the line of one there, which is not going to be filled. But 15 by 14, that's a pretty good crop field size. So I think that's a good place to start. And we've already, with that pasture in the crop field, we've already made big progress into here. So let's get another road that goes around and joins this up. Nice. Let's get... How far across can we go with this? Not very far. Okay, let's bring that around the back there, and we can put some... We can start putting some more like dense housing here that isn't going to be just a row of one. So let's put in another crop field right next to this one, if we can fit it. Oh, look at that, 15 by 15. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we'll have enough, that'll fit in nicely to put some houses in there. I'm at the point with the food where I don't want to put in too many houses, because I feel like we've already gone way overboard with the houses as is anyway. So I'm going to leave that for now, but this area I reckon between this kind of ridge and the actual market will get filled up with houses eventually. So we'll leave that as it is right now. And this road can basically go all the way through here. Because then when we head up this way, although there's not really much to do, this is the very top left corner of the map, the northwest. So we do want to head up that way, so there's a good reason to have a road there. This could be a clump of gatherers and stuff. Right up the top here, wow. Okay, so we can come right back up here. Okay, so this is definitely a good clump for gatherers and that sort of thing, because it's way out the way. There's nothing in between. This will have to be kind of a hub area. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I'm going to make it a hub area. Let's see if we can get a tunnel through there. Oh, it's a bit too wide. What if we went this way? Ah! Yep, that'll be a good tunnel, I think. Cool. So they can make that. Now, believe we did beans last time, so this will be more wheat, even though there's wheat right next to it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of evening out. Ooh, we've just got over 300 farmers now, which is fantastic. So that's good. Down here we can put in... what shall we put in down here? Well, I'm thinking more fields along here. How big an orchard can we fit in there? Just out of interest. Oh, fairly big. You can fit a fair bit in there, actually. 10 by 10 ain't nothing to sneeze at. Oh. 12 by 10 is less to sneeze at. Let's do that and stop sneezing at everything. So what other buildings do we have that we could put in? I always forget what there is, and I think there's more than there is. Is this a hospital? Yeah, okay. So we've got a hospital right there. We've got a chapel. We don't really need a chapel at the moment, I don't think. Yeah, there's only 12 members in this one, so there's obviously enough chapel-y provision around here. I feel like another barn would go well. Maybe around here. Yeah, that'll do. As we head up that way. My reserve of stone is low. Yeah, I guess I could pump up the stone cutters. We do have capacity for 75 at the moment, so let's make it 75 just so that we're producing enough. We've still got 116 labourers, or 106 once I fill up all the building jobs. So hopefully they'll produce a bit more stone with a few more people on the job, and a lot quicker and everything. So again, I think possibly some sort of field here, or even another pasture, because I feel like pastures are a good idea, and housing and stuff here. But let's put in a fishing dock. Where can we put fishing docks? Okay, so we can put one in there. It's probably not the most efficient place to put one. Maybe there would be a bit better. Let's do that, because then we can put another one up this way as well, if we can fit one. Yeah, I reckon there might be good. And let's just continue on with the fishing docks and deck out here. Let's even put one way over here. Cool, because then we've got basically this side of the lake covered. And we can even get out into this little kinky bit if we feel the need. So that's good. Okay, so wheat was the last one, and peppers are in here. Cool. Feeling good about this. We've got... Now we're down to 20,000 food in the storage. And it's going down, but we are going into summer, so that's fine. I'm not too bothered about that. Okay, pasture. What shall our pasture be? We've got cattle here. I don't think we had any pastures up here. Look at how much we're expanding. We need another brewer. Okay, brewer, what's this? Squash. You can't make alcohol out of squash. Cherries. What other nearby? Well, this isn't really nearby. Peach. Pear. Okay. Let's assign you an ale. And let's make it... No, we'll make it peach. I kind of like the idea of a peach ale. Sounds nice. We'll make these guys grow peaches, even though we're not up to it yet, but just to boost that. So anyway, we have cattle here, sheep over here, chickens here. So basically it needs to be chickens or cattle, or sheep rather. We've got sheep there and sheep there, so I reckon it'll be chickens, because cattle will be then the next one, especially if we put one right next to it. We'll make that cattle. We'll make that one chickens, and we'll split this field so that we'll get some chickens coming up from over there. Although we could have gone somewhere down here, I suppose, but like here. But that's okay. So they'll be chickens. That's fine. Let's actually just demolish this road going in between here. They don't need that, because what we can do is just put a pasture in there. In this area, we'll do one right next to it, just because. Why not? That's what I say. You can, why not? We'll just have to wait for them to demolish that road. So hopefully they'll get onto that nice and quick. We do have plenty of labourers, so I don't see why they wouldn't be onto it straight away. We're going to need some more farmers. Again, this is great. I'm happy for them to be asking for farmers because it means we're producing more food. Although our food is now down to 10,000. And it's hovering between 10 and 9,000, which is very scary. Very, very scary. Considering we go through hundreds of thousands of food all at once. So let's hope they do that. Oh good, they're building fishing docks, which is nice. These other fishing docks that I've got on the go, they'll basically just be up there doing their thing. Like, I'm not going to bother building services or roads to them straight away because, well, I'll just get there when I get there. But once this road is cleared, we'll pop in that pasture and get it ready to go, which would be nice. And oh good, lots of stuff ready to be harvested. Well, almost. We've got a very low yield, but that's okay. Come on, people. Get rid of that road. Get out those pickaxes and pick away at it. Very good, very good. Okay, it is almost pasture time. Beautiful. 20 by 20. Boom. And yes, this road can now go this way. Nice. That's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. It's nice to use a nice big area for some pastures when you've got a big area to use, because they do take up more than fields. But I feel like pastures are a good thing. It's nice to have not only the variety, but the balanced diet that comes with every type of food available. Isn't that right? Indeed. I guess we'll want to put a road here. And maybe we'll just bring it up to this kind of area here. Whoops. And we'll probably leave that there. Someone died of starvation? Ooh. And it looks like our quarry has been depleted. Let's just drop back a little. Yes, because we now have 30 people out of work. So let's... Why? Ah, okay, this one's set to only 15, so let's up that to 30. So that there'll be 60 jobs available, and we'll cut down the rest, those extras that we had, and we'll get rid of that structure, so it'll just be a big old hole in the ground. These mines have got plenty left in them, which is great. And that quarry's got plenty, and so is this one. Cool. So I think the quarries will be fine for now. I think these will be fine for now. We do have chickens in the field, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow, that filled up quite quickly, actually. So we have space for 66. Beautiful. Cool, well I'm very happy with how this is happening right now, and I'm heaps chuffed to get all of this production put in this episode. Nice little pub at the end of the world there. Is there a road for that? There really isn't. Okay, let's just get that there. Do a bit of that. Maybe we can sneak another house in there. Oh, we can too. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice orchard right out front. Maybe we should change it to something that the pub would actually use. Although I'm not sure that's how it works. Something tells me that it doesn't matter what it uses, it's still going to go to a barn or somewhere to get the ingredients. Because generally that's how these things tend to work. Oh, these houses popped up quickly. Nice, they're really getting on and doing. That's what I like to see. Everyone's working hard and doing everything. Our food's come up a little bit. We'll check that out in the next episode though, because this is where I'm going to leave it. I'm trying to keep them a little bit shorter and quicker because they've dragged on a bit in the past. But we're almost done. I mean, we're literally almost done. We've got this area here, like up to this river and around the lake. We've got up here and through here, and that's going to be hunters' cabins and stuff. We've got this little patch, this patch, and then that comes down and hits there. And then this is kind of all inhabitable. So we come back around, and we've got a little patch there maybe. But then we've got this little patch, and that's it. So there's really not much that, you know, not much left. We'll be done before you know it. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.